So, guys, it's a new month within your fitness business. Now, one of the things that we learned when I was kind of managing my facilities and we went to managing three was the importance of staff goal settings and check-ins each and every single month. So, guys, if you have one facility, I highly recommend it. If you have multiple, right, it's an absolute no-brainer. So you can touch base and you know where everyone's at, right, that your managers are doing it, but then also that you're checking in with your team, right? Because as your team get bigger, guys, there's things that happen in their life, different goals that they have that they're, hitting and not hitting that you really need to be aware of. And this is where like leadership really comes into it. And if you want to be a really great leader, if you want to have your staff's back every single month, right, I highly recommend running through a monthly goals check-in process. Now, within our company at the moment, so we've got 16 staff that we do this with every single month. Now, we send off a form, and I'm going to tell you the questions. We use a system called ACR. It gets emailed, text messages to them. They have a week to get it back, and then we send back customized Loom videos, or there's a time where we potentially have to jump on like a one-on-one call with them. So the key questions that we're asking, right? What are you proud of with your work performance over the last month? What are your work goals for the upcoming month? How can we help you achieve those goals? Is there any issues or things that are frustrating you currently that we can improve, that we can fix to improve your work performance or experience with us? Do you have any events or any planned days off with us this month or upcoming? What is the number one thing you can learn this month to perform better at work? And do you have any personal goals outside of work currently that we can help with? Health, financial, or relationships. So what happens, guys, is all your staff will get this back to you, right? You give them a week to do it. And then the amount of feedback and how you can really focus on upskilling them every month goes to these really, really amazing levels. And your work performance with your staff will increase dramatically. And also your understanding of where they're at in life as well will also improve, right? Because when you have staff, guys, it's really important that we love and care and cherish them, right? And we think of it as like when I think of it as being an owner or a manager of a business, right? You're really like a life coach, business coach, mentor, right? And guys, you can definitely get your managers to do this in time, but I think you doing it for a couple of months is really, really rewarding. So guys, what you need to do, right? I highly recommend setting up like a really basic survey. I kind of gave you the questions, right? Then off the back of that, right, make sure you send it out to your team. And then I want you to make customized responses to them, right, so that they can perform better, right? And I'm going to break down each question for you very, very quickly and what I'm kind of looking for as a manager, as an owner, as a leader. So firstly, what are they proud of with their work performance is, right, I want to make sure that they're identifying some things that they're really doing well within the business and they're thinking about what they're actually proud of. And you see some absolutely amazing results and things in there. And what we want to do is really teach our staff to run our business for us, right? And when they have complete ownership of this, they will start to do that for you. You just want to identify what they're proud of. But then we need to make sure they're setting some work goals for the month, okay? And we want to make sure they're setting the right goals that are in line with our business values and mission, right? Where the business is going. So there's some times where you tick them off and go, that's a perfect goal, let's go and get it. There's other times where you might have to check in and go, hey, that's probably not the right goal for your role. Here's what I would be focusing on and here's why. So let's add this one as well. Okay. But then the big one, like how can we help you achieve those goals? That's where the mentorship comes in, right? That's where becoming a leader and go, cool, they've got this goal, right? Identifying that you're there to help and maybe there's some education or maybe a course or maybe they might need extra support, whatever it is, right? But you want to make sure that if they've set a goal, right? Same with your clients. If they've set a goal, that you're doing everything you can to make sure you achieve that goal. And then you can also keep them accountable with it as well. Now, my favorite question, is there anything frustrating you or that we can improve in the business to improve your work performance, right? That's where you hear some really, really golden stuff, maybe about some processes. Maybe, someone in the team isn't helping out as much as I would like, right? And then you're there to have a look over everything because they see your business differently to how you see it. Often in your business, guys, you think everything's all going absolutely perfectly, but then like the people who are actually running and doing the work every day see it a little bit differently, and you can get some really gold feedback within that. Then, of course, mapping out if they're having any work days off or any planned events coming up, right? So you can plan to make sure they're covered and they have a really great time off work, right? Because the biggest thing is like you don't want your staff to have time off work unless you know about it. So we really cover that to make sure that we know it. And my favorite question in here, and there's probably a couple, I'm really, really passionate about this stuff because I love my team and I really want the best for them at all times, is what's the number one thing you can learn this month to perform better at work? And that's where they start really thinking, guys, about what they can actually learn to improve, right? When they're able to do that, you'll see your staff just upskilling each and every single month, right? They're getting better at, certain key aspects within the business where, again, maybe you can teach them, maybe someone else in your team can teach them, maybe you might have to get an external course, but your staff are the biggest asset within your business. So obviously, guys, having like a really low trained staff member still might be valuable in some capacity, but definitely not as valuable as someone who's trained in every system, is the best trainer in their area, super energetic, has really high emotional intelligence, is really good at sales, right? Is if you can have all your staff members to the same level as what you are in your business right now, imagine how well your business would run. And that's only done over time, right? Think about how many videos you've watched and how many courses you have done yourself to get where you are today, right? Your staff need to go on that same journey to get to your level, right? And then a lot of it, guys, you can mentor and train them. And then we always like to cover their personal goals outside of work. They might be wanting to buy properties. They might want to get, strength goals. They might want to have some stuff with their relationship. Because I actually learned this off Kerwin Ray. He did like a really cool video one day where it's like, where he wants his staff to bring his problems into work. Do you know how people's like, hey, if you're having any fucking issues outside your life, don't bring it into our workplace. And he said a really profound video where he's like, he wants his staff to bring his problems to the workplace so he can fix them, right? Because we've all had this, and you would have had it in your own life. If everything in your outside of your work life is chaotic, obviously you're not performing your best at work, right? So that way you know what's happening with their health, their finances, their relationships, right? So you can pass some advice and make sure everything's going all smooth within their life. So guys, I hope you got a little bit of value from this. I hope it made you think a little bit differently about how you can manage, inspire, and train your team to be absolutely world-class. So now it's on you to actually go and do it, right? Go and make your own survey. Try and, you can maybe copy the questions that I gave, or maybe you can try and make them better or something that works a bit better for you. Then once you do that, guys, make sure you give feedback. At the start, when I was giving feedback, we would do one-on-one meetings and stuff. Now it's not really applicable for that to do one-on-one meetings every month with our staff. It would just take up too much time. So we do like Loom videos, and then the line managers within our business will do it one-on-one with them. But I hope it gives you just a little bit of value, and I hope that it's something that you're going to implement in your business, because you will truly see your staff performance pick up, and also the happiness of your staff in your business increase month after month after month. Guys, I hope you have a really good Saturday and an absolutely epic weekend. As always, guys, if you want to share any of my content, you can screenshot the video, or you can screenshot the podcast. We're giving away $1,000 on July the 1st. So all you have to do is simply screenshot any of my content and make sure you tag me on Instagram, and then we'll track it and we'll give it away early next month. Thank you, guys.